Hey everybody, Matt here with Photo Biz Fix. I'm so pumped that you're here on my new channel. I don't know if you're watching this right as I release it or years down the road. We're excited to get into all things photography business, a little bit about gear and all that fun stuff as well. But we're gonna be talking a lot about how to build your business and grow your business. Go ahead and jump on the links below and check those out. We have some awesome free downloads that you can get. The first one that you'll see on there, and the main one that we have going right now, is the afternoon marketing plan. Often we find ourselves just sitting wondering, what can I do to grow and market my business? So what this is just a quick thing you can do, whether it's once a week or once a month, to market your business and get more clients in the door. So take a look at that, download it. It's free. It's really easy. You can literally do all of it in just a couple hours. That's why it's called the afternoon marketing plan. Someone's a genius around here, so check it out. But today we are going to be talking about 3 ways to wow your clients. The first one is to underpromise and overdeliver. And everyone talks about this. Everyone says this in their business. Everyone says they're going to do this. At the beginning of the year, everyone decides in their mind and their heart that they're going to do this, and few people actually follow through and do it and overdeliver what they've promised to their clients. So an easy way that you can do this, and so many people miss the mark, is to just get them everything early and at least on time. But that's not over-delivering. You have to get clients their images earlier than they're expecting. So if they're expecting 10 weeks, that's fine. Get it to them at 7. If they're expecting it at 7, get it to them at 4. If they're expecting 4, get it to them at 3. You have to underpromise and overdeliver when it comes to image delivery, because by the time the actual delivery date comes around, they've hoped and prayed and just wished that they would get it early. Maybe it'll be today, maybe it'll be tomorrow. Oh, it's due next week. Maybe it'll be a little early. Oh, it's due tomorrow. Maybe it'll be today. You've just disappointed them like 1,000 times. So if you can deliver things earlier than what they expect, you will see great return on this and your clients will be super pumped. Another way to underpromise and overdeliver is to just be ready on a wedding day or whenever it is during the wedding planning process to just assist and serve. And I know that's really general, but I think often as photographers we can fall into this trap of just thinking, well, I'm fulfilling what I'm supposed to do, and I'm, delivering on my timelines and all the deliverables and the contract and everything and getting great images. And while yes, that's super important, you have to do those things, that's a given, you also need to go above and beyond. And speaking on the wedding day, there's so many ways you can do this by just being ready and willing to help and help other vendors when you can, when you have time. We know sometimes there's certain weddings that have no dead time and you just can't do anything, but other weddings allow you a few minutes to help a vendor out, help the florist set up a few things, help the planner set up some tables, or tear down a little bit at night. It can go so far in your relationships and in really wowing your clients as well, when it comes to helping them out, when it comes to getting them a drink, or fixing the dress, or just being ready to fix something. Another download that we'll put in the download section is our wedding checklist, and it's our wedding non-gear checklist is really what we call it, because you have all the gear that you got to bring, all that stuff, but a lot of photographers forget about all these other things that you can have with you to make a big impact and be ready to help out the couple and really the bridal party and even other vendors. And that's everything from simple things like bobby pins and a Tide pen and double-sided dress tape and all those things that can really wow the clients when they're like, oh, if only we had this, and right away you can be like, hey, I have that. I have it right here. I can help you out, and it just goes so far. So really be ready to serve, and there's lots of ways you can do that. But that's what I say for under promise and over deliver. Always deliver things on time or way ahead of time, and always be ready to serve. So number 2 that you can do to wow your clients is to personalize their experience. And again, this seems like a no-brainer and it seems really simple, but I see so many photographers that just don't do this. They're doing the exact same thing that everyone else is doing. They're never going above and beyond to make a connection to personalize that experience with their couple. And some simple ways you can do this. One is really easy, and we're trying to do this more now, and every time we've done it, it's awesome and people love it, and we just feel a lot of connection when we do it, is to send some type of video response. You can use different applications. There's like Loom and there's other things like that, where you can do quick little videos, record them, personalize them. You can even do a screenshot of you like holding a marker board or something or paper with that person's name on it. So as soon as they see even the thumbnail, they're like, oh, that's for me. They made that just for me. So make a personalized video response as opposed to an email response. often you can make it quicker than typing out an email. I know a lot of us use automated email systems, and those are super helpful, and I'm definitely not saying to abandon that, because you need that for just structure in your business and to streamline things. If you can find areas in your communication with clients where you can personalize and create a quick short video, it could be your initial response, or you could include it with all your information. You could have your normal email that has all your information and pricing and attached packages and all that kind of stuff, but then also do a 20-second, 15-second video with your face, or your, if there's two of you, both of you on there sometimes. My wife and I, we can't always be together and dress, and her wearing makeup and all that, and her feeling confident on video. So sometimes I'll just send a quick 5-second video. Hey, Lindsay, so pumped that you reached out. So exciting. You'll see this email has all our information for you that you can check out, but we're super pumped and to hear from you, blah, 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 blah. It's awesome. They love it. They feel cared for, and like you actually spent time, you know, investing in personalizing something just for them. Even though it's just a quick video, it's nothing. It's like FaceTime. You can send it on your phone too, but look for ways where you can personalize, and video is a great, easy, user-friendly way to do that. Another way that we try to personalize our connection with our couples is through some type of something outside of just the engagement session, because the engagement session is kind of the given, but there's a lot of nerves and there's a lot of like unsettledness that goes with that, especially if they just don't love getting their photo taken, which a lot of people, even if they are okay with it, they do have some level of nervousness or just fears or apprehensions about the process of you taking pictures of them. So if you can bring in some other connection, some other time together that can be non-photo time, that can really go a long way. And that can be anything from coffee together, or drinks, or even dinner sometimes. We don't do this with every couple, but we do try to take a look at our couples for a full year and say, hey, where can we invest, you know, this amount of time and money, and you know, we have to get sitters. Maybe we pair it with an engagement shoot. A lot of our couples are in from out of town and they don't have a time for a 2-hour engagement session. So often we suggest this at that time. We'll just say, why don't we just go grab drinks and just do 20-30 minutes of photo right at sunset when it's awesome. I know this cool place that's right next to where we're going to be shooting anyway, that we can grab some food or drinks or whatever, or coffee, and let's just get to know each other a little bit. And oh my gosh, the couples that we do this with, it's easily like double the amount of connection with them. Like when we show up on the wedding day, you can just feel the fact that like we've spent like friend time with them, not just like professional time. We've spent friend time with them. And maybe it was 45 minutes, maybe it was 30 minutes, maybe it was an hour, maybe it was 2. But you can just feel that difference when you go to this level of personalizing their experience and spending time with them. And it just shows. It shows in their images, it shows in how they talk about us, and man, it just goes so far. And the third way that you can wow your clients is to give them some type of community. And there's lots of ways you can do this. We've just found that giving them some option, even just an option for community and connection with other people and other brides, can be a big plus in how they just feel taken care of. They might not take advantage of it. We do often like a Facebook group that we will invite all our brides into, and it's just all our brides, past, present, and future, that are booked, are all in there together. And that can be a little daunting because you're like, here's all my clients in a place where they could like interact and maybe even talk about me or find each other's info. And there's an element of that, sure, but we trust our client experience and what we've set up and how well we've served our past brides that we're okay with them interacting with each other. And we've even had some brides get on there and ask about other vendors and that kind of thing. They're not really talking about us. Past brides will sometimes even like say like, oh yeah, I have that table thing that you need, or I'm selling this big like cake table, metal, golden, awesome thing. So they've even used it as a resource with other, mostly local, but somewhat regional brides to share things, sell things, share information, answer questions. And they just feel like, I'm not alone in this, because for so many brides, unless they have some really close friends, which some do, but unless they've had some really close friends that have gone through the wedding planning process recently and locally, that's like unlikely for a lot of people. They can feel really alone. They don't know the vendors. They're trying to hire all these small businesses, which is a daunting task, and read reviews and get information and see who's really good. They can often feel overwhelmed and just have a lot of questions. And this gives them a resource, a local resource, that they can ask questions, get information, and feel supported and feel like, hey, I'm not totally messing this up, or I'm not totally too late on this thing that I'm doing or planning or figuring out, you can just get some affirmation in there that like you're doing a good job, you're plenty early on all the things you're doing, and we can even jump in there and answer questions and help them out. So that's one way you can do this, is through like Facebook groups and have that kind of like community, digital community element. But you can do it through other things as well, and definitely live things. And as we're coming out of pandemic times, you know, we're trying to jump back into this. We used to do a lot more of it, where we would have like live events with our couples, and we would invite past couples and current and even, you know, recently booked couples, recently married, about to be married, you know, whatever stage they're in, we'd invite, you know, a lot. And we've had some events where, you know, we've had 15 couples show up. We did a tailgate thing at our local horse race track. We're here in central Kentucky, so we have a lot of horse racing. So we did that as a big kind of event where everybody gets dressed up. People loved it. We had a big tent and grilled out and everything, and we probably had 15-20 couples show up for that. We did axe throwing and like a pizza night, and kind of just hung out in this cool area of town and just brought together, you know, 10 or 15 couples, and it was awesome. People loved it. They loved talking to other people who are in a similar phase of life as them, and just meeting some new other couples as well, and they've always gone over big. So we do live events as much as possible. We budget for it in our kind of marketing budget, and it costs, you know, a few $100 for sure to put on an event like this. The return is so worth it just to have them that invested. And this is not us reaching out to new potential clients. Obviously, we're not inviting, you know, someone who's just inquired and hasn't booked with us. We're not inviting them to this event. We don't have that level of connection with them yet. And we're not trying to use these events to get new people. We're just using it to invest in and build like the connection level with our current clients. You know, and some won't kind of like buy into these extra things, and they just kind of keep some distance. For the most part, our couples have that kind of personality that they'd want to do these things and want to be involved and want to chat online with the other brides or come to these events. But we have several every year that just don't. They don't really respond that much, and they don't come, and that's okay. People are busy. They got their own lives going on, so we don't take it personally, and you really can't. Just focus on the ones that come and throw great events and interact with the people that jump online into your communities and Facebook groups. And it's really okay if not everyone does it. So don't get hung up in that. Just kind of keep moving forward, keep doing different types of things that might appeal to different couples that you have. And a lot of times it's just people's schedule, their busy lives, and they can't make it. So they might come to the next one. So we try to do at least like 2 events a year is what we aim for in our planning. And we try to run that Facebook group throughout the year as well and keep that kind of going and active as much as possible. So not all of your brides are going to buy into these kind of extra things that you're doing, whether that is digital communities through Facebook or some other application, or these live events that you're doing. You know, especially live events, you're not going to get near as many people to come to these as you will get people in a Facebook group, but that's why you offer these kind of different levels of engagement and community to your couples. You know, so maybe someone eventually does feel comfortable enough after being in the Facebook group for a while that they will come to one of these live events that we do, whether it's something pretty engaging like a, you know, a whole night together, or whether it's just something more casual. We've done like dog park meetups, you know, people that have dogs or don't have dogs, just come pet somebody else's dog. You know, so whatever it is, you can just offer different levels of community and different levels of engagement, and that way people can kind of step in at their comfort level and kind of move up as they feel more engaged and more comfortable. Speaking of dogs, that is about it, everybody. Thanks so much for watching and for staying through the video till the end. Go ahead if you haven't yet and jump on the download section and get that. Damn it, Ramsey. He's gonna bark as soon as I start talking. All right, everybody, so that is about it. Thank you so much for sticking it out to the end and watching these 3 ways that you can wow your clients. I hope you implement them and use them in your business. Another thing you can use, if you haven't yet, go ahead to the download section underneath here and download the afternoon marketing plan. Just a really great thing we put together to help you know how to market your business, especially when you feel lost and you don't know what to do or how to spend your time, or maybe you have some free time, and instead of just like retweaking your presets or spending extra time editing or just trying to get your email down to 0, you can spend a couple hours and make connections with brides and vendors and other photographers to really grow your business and build these like word of mouth clients and this kind of relationship type marketing thing that we always talk about. It's a really great way to do that. So go ahead and download that, and we will catch you on the next video. See you guys. Bye.